Hello, good people of YouTube. This is Travis Semulin Hours. We're drafting Dungeons & Dragons. We are doing a traditional draft, so this will be best of 3. We'll be playing out all the games. And we've opened to Find the Path, which is pretty important in your ramp decks. We were talking about this just a minute ago. So we're probably going to start with this dragon and just take the good card. If you like the stream, oh man, I screwed up the intro and everything. You guys know what to do. Subscribe to the video and come watch me on Twitch. Also, open good cards. This doesn't make us red, but it makes us very interested in being red. If this wasn't here, I think my order would be Power Word Kill, Cleric Class, and then Minimus Containment. But I like all of those cards too. The rest of the pack's pretty medium, although Conjurer and Windseer are pretty good. What's your Twitch channel? That's good. That's real good. I like it. This pack a little harder for me to get a beat on. I need to not look at the dragon and just evaluate what's the best card, and it's going to be difficult for me because the dragon's sitting there staring at me. I've made green-red work. For those watching on YouTube, Fangblade, that's an interesting take. I don't think it's the best card in the pack. I think Portable Hole may be the best card. I don't really want to play red-white. I've come up a lot on Portable Hole. I think You Find Some Prisoners is pretty good too. Today we have had a 3-0 with red-green ramp, a 3-0 with blue-green ramp, and an 0-2 with blue-green bad stuff. I think I like the hole, and we'll see where this goes. Again, I don't have to play this. Morty, thank you for the gift sub. I mean, huh. This one's given me some pause. Feeling better today a little bit, but not a lot. We could take the Black Dragon or we could take the Charmed Sleep. I have not played Red-Black without trying to do sacrifice shenanigans. But I'm super interested in this Charmed Sleep. Let's take this dragon and see where this takes us. I'm interested here. Druid class is quite good. Like we could easily, it's possible we're supposed to be in green-white life gain. The Grim Wanderer is fine, but I don't feel compelled to take it here. I'd probably play it in a lot of decks, but I want to leave myself an out if black-red isn't actually open. And Druid class is almost good enough on its own, but if you pair it with some of the life gain payoffs in white and green, it's actively good. This is what drafting open looks like, is opening 2 dragons and maybe not playing them. It's a bit of a time to make a decision now, isn't it? I've not yet gotten to play with Criddle. And my experience has been that other players don't like blue. I know what Owlbear does, and I like a lot of things that it does. Our last 3-0 of the day yesterday was green-white life gain. It was pretty good. We had an Instrument of the Bards to go fetch just infinite triggers. I think I'm still going to go with the uncommon. I would love to play blue-black and play this dragon, but I may not be able to because this green is too good. Like, that card's good. That card's real good. We could still potentially be green-red or green-black. All right, let's talk. Huh. That's a possibility. Man, what a start for the draft. I have no idea what we're doing yet. I really need to see what comes back by. That is the... Okay, so what we're seeing is blue-red. I think we're supposed to be blue-red. I think that means I want this wilds. We could be teamer, but like, this gives me a plan to cast this one a little earlier. So I think we're actually supposed to be blue-red. I think that's what the table is trying to tell us is open. Yeah, these two cards are pretty good, but I don't think for us. We've seen zero indication that white is open, so we're not going to play that. I suppose there's still some possibility I'm blue-black, so maybe we should consider this. But I don't think that's happening. Splash Plummet from the sideboard's kind of a big deal, but if I'm actually going to do blue-red, I'm going to need 2 drops, and that's not a bad one. So I think I'm in this currently. Which feels weird to get 4 cards out of a pack. Like, I obviously can't do that for the next pack. Because we just got too many cards we're not playing here. Hexblade gives us an out to black-red. And black-red could probably splash a playable from something else. Wish we'd opened a better card. It's kind of time to make some tough decisions here. Because this goblin's really good. The Skullport Merchant should be exactly what we want to be doing in that color pair. And I wouldn't say no to another dragon. So I'm really torn here with what to take. There's also just a solid removal spell. Oh, this is really, really difficult for me. I think we take the goblin. I know I suspect we're at least playing red. If I'm playing red, then I want that. Okay. And we could take the Hoarding Ogre here, kind of along the same lines. It's also dice rolls for this if that works out. I really like the Merchant too. I feel like seeing this was our signal. We really didn't see good black. And I can't waste any picks here. I like Sea Prisoners a lot. I like this card a lot. I could see an argument for taking it here too. Contract for dice? The Ogre does that and ramps us potentially. But to be fair, I think this is actually the best card. I should be grown up and just take it. Okay. 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 So I have said that I think we could play this, and I think we could. To be fair, I'm not entirely convinced that I could cast it here. I kind of want the Swarming Goblin. It gives me a dice roll. It gives me a lot of goblin bodies for the battle cry. The Morningstar ain't bad. We could play it, but none of my creatures currently really need trample. Okay, and here's where we may need to think about black. Because this Deathblade is better than the other cards here. I can't flub too much. I wish there was a red card, but there's not. And this is why I've avoided the blue ones. Because if I have to go into red instead, we can do that. Gosh darn it! Why you do this? It's going to be tough. But I think this is our best bet. I'm so short on playables. Okay, never mind. We were black-red the whole time. You guys get out of here. We'll splash a playable. It'll be fine. If you really want me to play Wrath, I guess I'll play a Wrath. Were we supposed to just be blue-black and I got a little too married to this? No. Blue isn't not coming around until right bloody now, which is kind of fine, but Burning Hands works. I could also splash this in blue-red, so we're not, like, entirely out of this. Because the sphere would be very easy to splash with Evolving Wilds. So I guess realistically, even here, these are the cards we're playing. And I just got to try to make a deck out of the rest of them. Man, when you think about it that way, the blue-red still looks pretty good. Okay. I wish we had better options, but the Barbarian's fine. It even helps the splash. This doesn't look too bad. We spun the Ogre and the Contact Other Plane. I like both of these. What card has been medium for you? Fear of Annihilation? I don't see how that could be medium unless you're just incredibly losing. Ah! God, that was close. I do think I want one card draw spell. I also want one Ogre. I think I want my 2-drops to be the 2-1 that draws a card. Are we going to have to play that? Oh God, I don't want to play that. Ogre has been a lot better than I thought it would be too. We are very short playables here. It's a problem. But it's a problem we can work with, because this is a Borderland Minotaur that keeps on giving. Alright. Let's talk, little buddy. We cast a Tarusk off of the Ogre. Was good. The red card's wheeling is good. I just can't actually figure out what's open, and I've missed out on 2 Charmed Sleeps by not being sure. There's a Dragon's Fire. This pleases me. I think we'd also be interested in a Pixie Guide, but our removal suite currently looks like garbage, so I'm going to have to take the Dragon Fire. But if this Pixie Guide wheels, I think we have a celebration. I mean, who wouldn't care about free fries? That seems wonderful. The bloody power word kill. Why are we playing blue? I can't get this sorted. Okay, I think black was open. And like I said, we were blue-black the whole time. We never weren't. Or blue-black. No, we were red-black. I knew we were at red-black because I'm smart. I can't move my cards over. Why can't I move my cards over? I'm like this? I can do this. Yeah, and this is helping us with the splash. That's why we grabbed one earlier. Makes sense. We don't even have a splash yet. What do I want to splash? I could splash one of these in this deck. I'm still rolling a bunch of dice. This guy's a pretty good 2-drop. And a goblin. I don't think I want a Rust Monster. I could sort of see playing the Manticore, but I think this guy's just solid. So Windfall could help us, because I'm going to have to play some cards I don't love, but I might be able to make this work. And I like where this is going. Another Swarming Goblins at the top end. We can do that. We've almost got a deck. We don't quite have a deck. We've almost got a deck. I need a couple more wheels. Yeah, it's a, pardon me, it's a consideration. We're not in a position to cut anything from this deck. Like, at all. We ain't getting all the way through the dungeon, so this is a 4-3 that's going to ping them once. I suspect the Valor Singer may actually be more valuable. Sure. Okay. Never doubted that we had it. Hexblade, I guess, would be okay. I'm not really looking to do much with it. We're not super heavy on treasure, but, like, it's fine. This is a lot more aggressive than I anticipated us being initially, but we'll take it. So we would Splash Criddle if we thought we needed it to close a game. I don't currently think we need it to close a game. Or if we were short playables. I also don't think we're short playables. So at this point, I could see taking the Fireball and cutting maybe the Hexblade? Yeah, I can even play Eye of the Beholder, even though I don't love it. I think that comes in if I really need it. Yeah, I think that overall this looks good. It's a little heavy on the creature base. So I might cut something. I don't need this dwarf anymore. It's a 1/3. He just doesn't do anything here. It might ping them for a little bit of damage. Like, we do have some dice rolling cards, but... I think I'm pretty happy with this. There's some expectation that we can cast the dragons. Okay. Don't have wonderful removal, and it feels weird to be playing a Wrath in a deck with 17 creatures, but sometimes you get what you get. And we've got the right sleeves for it. So come on, Barbie, let's go party. Not without our Stream Raiders battle, though. I'm playing one. I don't think I want to. We can bring another one in if we need it. Like, I've already got a main decked artifact removal spell, so it's mostly a Scathe Zombie that's making a treasure token. And I think I'm okay with that. We could use it to ramp into a dragon or cash it in with the Sailor of Memes. And sometimes there's multiple artifacts. Like, we had that Deck of Many Things deck earlier, and I had so many artifacts in that, like, you'd want all the hate you could get for it. That was a fun deck. But there may be some questions from YouTubers or even from stream viewers at this moment as to why I'm playing a Wrath in a deck that is looking to have an incredibly aggressive curve. And it's because even with this many 2-drops, sometimes you can get behind. So if I draw the Wrath, and you can think about it with quadrant theory, right? Like, curving out, the Wrath obviously doesn't fit in. So it just doesn't do anything there. That's fine. But if I'm ahead and I draw it, I'm still ahead. Cool. If I'm behind and I draw it, as long as I'm not behind by that much, we just caught up. And if we're at parity, I can start holding creatures while my opponent won't hold creatures, and then lead to that being something that will catch me up. So if it's good when I'm behind and good when I'm at parity, I want it. Adam with the kills, Thangarth with the assists, rewards for Unglued and Abe. And I think my Advil is kicking in because I don't feel like I'm going to die, which is really refreshing. I would say I'm a huge fan of that. Boop. Definitely a fan of not dying. It is recorded for YouTube. This is the YouTube draft. They see it now. They know the way. And I also think it was a pretty good pivot. I'm kind of proud of myself. Doesn't mean we're going to win. Just means I feel like we drafted well. Druid. Clattering skeletons. Did you fetch an enchantment when you was missing a land drop? No. Yes, you did. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that works out for him. And you can see how valuable the Sphere of Annihilation is here. I don't think we're playing that out. They block one of these and go to 8. They take 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can't do that. So chump away. I don't really need to show them anything else, but there's not a Wrath in white, so go ahead. You can know that I have that. It was a bold move to search up the pacifism with no land drops. I'd have been scared to do that. Because the 3-2 by itself was most of a pacifism if it just blocked. This looks like a life gain deck, which should be a real struggle for us, oddly enough. Yeah, Sphere is a delayed board wipe, so your opponent can sort of play around it. I had some people play it earlier today at a lower value of X, and then I cast a large creature and it kind of got them. So you need to be careful about when you play it. So these I got with the Mastery Pass, which I bought, and there's a land pack that I just bought because I thought they looked cool. Yeah, I don't think we need to make any changes here. Yeah, that one was just from the Battle Pass. I like Battle Passes. I don't want to trade those, but I might need to. They're going to play a unicorn, and then I play the barbarian and trade for it. Yeah, that's going to get better, and this is just here to attack. I'm already a card up on them. May as well just let it go. Like... You got me. That makes that decision a lot easier. I don't think I want to trade that. We can get some cards here. Had like a land and a spell, that'd be cool. Sequencing looks a little off this way, but we'll take it. We probably want to go ahead and dragon Trilasara. You got me. Creatures and planeswalkers. I think I'd rather just pop this. Because, like, I can do this later for 0 and catch their land. I just made a mistake. So the Advil hasn't entirely kicked in. Because I just decided I wanted to throw away my Hobgoblin Captain for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I meant to attack with the other one, but not both of them. That makes me a little sad, but we can recover. I guess they're just trying to make a more interesting game for YouTube. So YouTubers enjoy. We're going to get a couple extra turns out of this one. Yeah, I think we're doing this for 2 in the not too distant future, which means I don't really want to play out Horde Robert. Then again, we may need to start blocking and doing it for even more. Yeah, okay. I'm game with that. Do I want to suicide in the Chaos Channeler, given that I'm probably wrathing this turn or next turn anyway? What's up, Floof? I think I do. I think I want to convey that I am desperate. Yeah, go ahead and block. Then I don't even need to do it. Sounds good, Floof. Man, I am risking it for a biscuit here. I'm not sure that I could be quite as desperate here because I really need them to pop the Druid class first. That means I probably still make the attack. I'm just going to have to play Vault Robert. Yes, that's what I'm trying to build up to, is the Sphere exiling the land creature. But I need them to make it first and for me to have high enough life total to survive. This is really rough to play around with the Wrath in hand. Yeah, the Channeler's done the Lord's work today. I have no complaints about the Channeler. Because I may have to Sphere of Annihilation anyway. I just need him to make the frickin' tree. I expected an attack there. With no attack, I think we're probably okay. Why'd you do it for 7? Because they could play a land in a 7-drop, and I don't want them to. Now, I've clearly made some mistakes in this, like throwing away my 3/1. That was a goof. That line to do it for 7 was not a goof. How do I get the token? Oh, I gotta have more dudes attacking. I should have just pumped it more. Brain fart. So can I kill him here? I pumped this twice and it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can. There we go. I could have played that better. YouTubers, I know you want to type in the comments that I'm an idiot. Go ahead, but temper it with the fact that I don't feel real good right now. I feel better than I did earlier today, and that's good. But you just wait till I don't feel like garbage and can draft this set. It's going to blow your mind. Well, it was good gameplay except for throwing the 3-1 away. Like, that was a mistake. That was just stupid. They even had the 7 drop. How about that? So I did that one right at least. And I still got cheddar bunnies. Nom, 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 nom. If you're from Minnesota, that just means bag. Andy can back me up on this one. Pew! Okay. I hope they don't have an ambuscade. How's that for a turn? Attack for half your life total. Am I a partner on Twitch? I am. Apparently, I have been a Twitch partner. It won't show me my stats. I can't see my own stats. That's terrible. Since 2012. I have an artist working right now on some animated emotes and our follower emotes. I've shown some of them off, but unfortunately, I had her start working on them before they announced to you guys that they were available. But unfortunately, she got very sick and had to delay. And it took a little bit. I had to find a new artist because Durf can't do or didn't want to do the animated emotes. But she's given me non-colored versions of all of them, and we can actually, I'll show them to you. They look freaking great. She's just not done with them yet. But there's a lot of good emotes coming your way, and she's better now. She's better now. The follower emote is going to be Sim Draft, which is me holding 3 packs of cards. I have 4 animated emotes that will be coming out soon. I don't think we want to change anything here other than I kind of like the other Plundering Barbarian. But I don't know that I need it. And I can be aware of their Compelled Duel. But that Sim High is going to become animated, the old one goes away. Sim Cheers is going to be animated, the old one goes away. Sim GG will be animated. And Sim Hype will be animated. There is room for a 5th, and I'm hoping that it will be Sim Bork. We went to the pound over the weekend. We were hoping to find the doggo of our dreams, but they were not there yet. That's okay. We will find them another time. None of these emotes exist yet. These are emotes that will exist, but do not currently exist. That's what she's working on, like the follower emote. Some lunch needs animation. That's a higher tier emote, so we can't really do the higher tiered animated emotes. They don't know how bad my hand was. That's funny. Sound option was good. Woodman, thank you for the sub with Prime. Y'all spam some cats for Woodman. Sim barf animation, you don't want that. The new Sim High looks great. It looks like one of those lucky cats that's waving. It's really good. It's really good. But we got to wait for her to finish coloring them. They should start rolling out here shortly. But she's just not done with them yet. That was you under your wife's account. Well, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. That puts us up to 281. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, let's see if we can get one more for the 3-0s here. And remind me, after we finish the YouTube video, I can show you some of the new emotes. I really like it, Zerg. I've been having a good time. It feels less synergy. There's synergies that are there, and you can have some fun with them, but it's less synergy-based than Kaldheim or Zendikar Rising. And certainly less restrictive than Strixhaven of you will play these 5 color pairs plus Dimir, which we didn't know about, or else. But it's also still the first week. Like, maybe I'll hate it in a month, but I like it right now. I can say I've drafted it, what, probably 15 times now, and I'm still enjoying it. Like, actively excited to be doing the drafts. It certainly looks like it's curve-based based on what we've been doing, but... Yeah, same, John. Big, samely vibes. But I really liked the last core set. I didn't like Zendikar Rising better. I didn't care for that at all. Let's let you scry first before you find out what's happening here. Yeah, I think we cube this, and if things get weird, we sphere. I mean, this just kind of seems better though, doesn't it? Yeah, and I think this deck certainly wants to do that Wing Sphere, but when you say it's a curve out deck, like it's also playing a 6 and 7 drop, and the last deck we 3-0'd with was definitively not a curve out deck. I mean, if you're suggesting that doing something every turn in limited and using all of your mana each turn is good, got it. You are correct. If you stumble, it is traditionally not very good in limited. The only thing to really consider is, do we want more artifact removal? I don't think we do. We could consider splashing if we wanted to, but I don't think we need that either. Like, we don't have much of a sideboard here. We've just got like this to bring in if we need it. And if somehow we bump into something more aggressive than us, we could bring the dwarf. And it would probably do some damage over the course of a game, but you can come back in this set. That's what, like, there's cards that let you do that. I have done it. I went down to 1, and my opponent was at 20, and then I won the game at 22, and then at 0. You can do it. But generally speaking, in most limited sets, that's not likely. Yeah, maybe I'm picking wings apart too much here. Because you're not wrong. Azraphel, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, my friend. That thing can get out of hand if I don't stop it now. Because we're a little bit behind here. That's why we dissolved it. Now we don't have to worry about it, so let's just get it out of here, shall we? You are dead. And my skeleton's gonna get you. Well, shoot. This is the only venture we ever get. Like, that's it. The deck doesn't really have much more, so we may as well just get a free scry. Because this can run us over. Yeah, fair Nexus. Like I think we've just had different experiences, which is not a bad thing. What time do you think you have? Can't play both of these this turn if I sacrifice that. But I don't think this is getting me out of it. I need to find a removal spell. Or that. Because we're pretty close to dead now. And I've got to play him out, because Fear isn't going to save us here either. I'm in danger. Wonder if I would splash a plummet against this. I guess if they can't roll a dice, if one of their last cards isn't a dice rolling card, this could actually do the trick. It's worth a shot. It's a no-brainer block for them, but I figured there's some people that might let it through and give me an extra card. I've got 8, so we do it for 7. Okay. You got me. I wonder if they were in the same pot as me. That would mean there were like at least 4 of these opened, which is possible. But I need my kill spells to beat that. I probably want eyes at that point then. Is there any 2-drop that's just not really good at attacking on its own? I'm looking at you, Horde Robert. Like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't think you're getting it done. All right. Was awkward. But let's say I draw red 2-drop and then another red 2-drop. I guess I could still run them out. But what if I draw black 2-drop? I don't know. And this probably still hits for the same amount of damage. There's an off chance that it might even hit for more, even though that's unlikely. Marty, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated, my friend. Hit me. You want to trade 3 for 6? I'm game. And I can sphere for 4 when we're ready. I may need to sphere for 5 though. Because now all of a sudden day ahead. Ooh, lordy. Well, I guess if we sphere for 4, we both keep our goblins. The problem is they're going to do this to my goblin. But then I just need to draw black mana. I'm okay with that. Swamp, one-time dealer. I'm calling it now. That's what I need. That's what we want. Show me the swamp. Could have been worse. Do I go to 1? Because they have to block and trade with us. They'd go to 2. What do they got that's going to do 1 damage to me with 1 card in hand? I ain't sold. They can't get in the dungeon. They've already started this one. If they attack and play a blocker, I could top deck a swamp and kill them. If they attack and play 2 blockers, we're going to need some work. Man, this one's a nail biter. I got some bad news, Underoos. At 1, I don't believe I can be saved. I got my choice 2 for 1s, but none of them seem to do it. That was so close. Could they screw up and block the skeletons? Does that matter if they actually trade with it? It might. If it gets a 1/1 out of the way, it didn't do anything, but if they actually trade with it, I could gain 1 life on it and maybe stabilize? I haven't done the math yet. What was your line, Mike? Because I didn't see it. The only one I could think of was attack with the skeletons and see if they'll kill it. Oh yeah, we can do that. I didn't see that line. I didn't see it at all. I still can. I just don't get it to block, but it kind of functionally doesn't matter. So I'd have to take this, right? No, I don't have enough blockers. Did that work? It actually did. Mike, you're a genius. That was the line. There'd still be an extra 1/1 though, right? I guess the thing is it wouldn't be lethal. Man, that's confusing. Yeah, if I had this, there'd still be 2 coming in though, right? Yeah, this works out the same, doesn't it? I guess the difference is I'd block that, sack in response, and then draw what? I'm still not sure if that worked. Y'all gotta help me here. I think I still take 2, right? Yeah, but there'd be an extra 1/1 attacking. So the skeleton blocks this, and there's 2 1/1s attacking. And then sack after blocks, we go to 2, we take 2. So I don't think that was really insightful to think of that. I don't think it actually helped us here though. I can go out on my own terms. Man. So close. Where were you? That was a hell of a YouTube draft though. I'll take it. So YouTubers, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, you might enjoy the stream as well. It's at twitch.tv/Semulin. Also, if you've enjoyed the video, do consider liking, subscribing, ringing a bell, and telling 8 personal close friends. Chat, say goodbye to YouTube, and I'll show you guys the emotes that gal has been working on. Ploop is the artist we have selected. Did we kill anybody with the dragon? I don't remember casting this dragon. Maybe I cast it and somebody scooped, but I was overall pretty happy with this. And it breaks the streak of 3-0-0-2-3-0. So we'll take it. All right, we'll see you later, YouTubers. Bye-bye.